Hello everyone. So recently, at the beginning of last month, it's now November, at the beginning of last month I got to talk to middle schoolers in 7th and 8th grade, and I got to share my experience with them about my experience of middle school. And I got this opportunity from an old teacher of mine who was my English teacher, and yeah, so here are some thank you letters that I got back from them. There are so many of them, and I opened up the letter and realized that there were so many in there, and you know what, I'm gonna save these and wait and read them out loud and have a reaction kind of video thing, and that I can maybe send it across back to the teacher, and if he wants to share it with the class, hello class. It was really great to be there and kind of share my experience on things. I was super duper nervous, especially with the first group because there were a lot of kids, but it was a really great experience, and I'd never trade that for anything. So let's get into it, shall we? Seriously, there's so many of them. I wonder if these were I wonder if it was an assignment or something. So I'm gonna start with the smallest one here. It has a little open, so I need to open it up like that. It says kind. Amazing. All these words I said, you are, and more. Oh, that is so nice. Oh, nice. I forgot about that one. Okay. Thank you. Dear Kimmy, thank you for coming into our school and sharing your story. I loved it. And when you played your ukulele. Thank you. From Sydney. Thanks. Oh my goodness. Kimmy, that's a ukulele if you couldn't tell. That's how I draw ukuleles too. I'm really bad at drawing, but that's a great ukulele. Thank you for coming to speak and sing with us. You're amazing, and I totally couldn't do that. Your voice is great, and I like the song. It was very encouraging. I was the girl in the front with the glasses, and you asked about the Hunger Games picture. Oh, the Hunger Games picture. And you totally didn't remember me, probably. Anyway, thanks. I do remember you, actually. Yes. And that was Sophia. Thank you. Kimmy, you're awesome. Dear Kimmy, thank you for coming to our school. I liked having you here. Love, Caitlin. Oh. And then there's big thanks, Kimmy. Oh my gosh. I'm probably gonna cry. I'm a huge, emotional person. I don't really remember if I shared that, but I am. We have a smiley face and it says good job on it. That's nice. Dear Kimmy, good presentation, and thanks. And thanks someone. I didn't sign their name, but someone. Thank you, someone. Hello, this is very awkward. And there's a little cat face there. That's adorable. I love cats. P.S. I can't draw. Oh, yes you can. You got some cool flowers. Dear Kimmy, I really appreciated you coming and talking about our school years. I found it very interesting when you talked about divorcing friends. I too have had to divorce friends, and I've had some divorce me. I liked it when you played the ukulele because I too play the ukulele. Thank you. KT Freiling. That's a cool name. Yes. That was one of my challenges. I definitely faced a lot in middle school. Divorcing friends that weren't good for me. And, you know, later on in high school, you'll probably find, other cool friends. And also in college, if you plan to go to college. But that's not everyone should go to college. But if you feel strongly led to go to college, or if you need to. I mean, yeah, whatever. Okay. Thank you. I love the little flowers. Dear Kimmy, I really enjoyed listening to your speech. It was nice to know everyone goes through hard times in middle school. Thank you so much. Sydney. There's a lot of Sydneys. Kimmy, ooh, I love all these stars. It's great. Dear Kimmy, thanks for showing me that I can make mistakes. Nadia. Aw. That is so awesome. Oh. Okay. Thank you. To Kimmy, thank you for coming to our school to talk. It was really appreciated. Charlie. You're welcome. Thank you. Wow, that's really cool. And then there's like a little ninja in the back. That's awesome. Dear Kimmy, thank you for coming to my school. I really liked it when you sang for us, Ellie. Oh. Thank you. Dear Kimmy, thank you for singing with us. It was very sweet. You have an amazing voice. Olivia. Oh, my niece is named Olivia. my little carp? My little card, I think that's what it says. My little card, and there's a face. Dear Kimmy, thank you for coming to our school. I really enjoyed your music and the songs that you played on your ukulele. From Connor. And I tried. That looks really cool. I don't know if you can see it, but that looks pretty cool, Connor. Great job. Oh, I think there might be something inside. Oh, yep, secret message. Reginald with the face. Very nice, very nice. I got the secret message. Thank you, Kimmy. Oh, this is so sweet. Very nice handwriting. Thanks, Kimmy, so much for coming and singing to us. There's a little flower. Thank you for writing a thank you note. Thanks. I loved it when you talked about divorcing your friends. It was really touching. Again, thanks from Mitchell, I think that's what it says. You're welcome. Thank you, Kimmy. Oh my goodness, I love the little planet. That is so cute. Dear Kimmy, thank you for coming to our school and taking time of your day to talk to us. I love how you stayed strong after you had to get rid of all your friends. But we all know that it was for the better. It's so cool how you went through the theater path. I would be too scared to do that. Well, best of luck to you. Yours truly, Violet. Oh, that is so cool. I'm like, one second. But yeah, that was when theater and music sparked for me in middle school, and I would not change it for the world, my major. Thank you. Dear Kimmy, thank you for speaking about losing friends. It helped. Kenzie. Very nice. I like that. Kimmy, thank you. I love the little sun. That's so cute. Dear Kimmy, thank you very much. I appreciate you taking your time and coming to talk to all of us. It was nice to relate to you, and it was a great presentation. Tessa. Why, thank you, Tessa. Thank you, Kimmy. And there's a little smiley face. I love smiley faces. Oh my goodness. Thank you for making me realize I am in really toxic relationships. Cole. Yeah. Sometimes it's hard going through that, and it's never too late to either step up and be like, hey, knock it off, and try to help them change in some place. But sometimes those toxic people, you can't really change because that's just how they are. But I hope that you can talk to someone about it or get out of those friend groups. Dear Kimmy, thank you for sharing your story with us. That is really cool. I really appreciate how you talked about how you found your love for acting is very inspiring. I hope you have a great year. Thank you, Brooklyn. Thank you, Brooklyn. Thank you. Very nice. Ooh, there's a flamingo. A flamingo rat. That's awesome. Sorry, I got distracted by that. Dear Kimmy, you make me so happy because you said that anyone could be in a play and to perform. Thank you so much. From Ezra. There's his last name, so I'm going to cover that up. But look at that. That is so cool. You guys are so talented with all your drawings. I love it. Thank you again. Ooh, it's like a stage, and there's like a bunch of people in the audience. That's so cool. Dear Kimmy, from Ricky, thank you for coming and telling us about you and what you do. You're welcome. Well, thank you for my teacher, Wilson. Thank you, Kimmy. A little smiley face. Dear Kimmy, thank you so much for coming and speaking to us. Also, thank you for sharing your story with us. Thank you. From Natalie. That is so cute. I love all of your handwriting. It's just wonderful. Thank you, Kimmy. Dear Kimmy, thank you for sharing your personal experiences with us. Thanks. Natalie. I think that's the same person. Natalie. Oh no, there's two Natalies. Sorry. There's just two Natalies in a row. Thank you. Oh, I love those little drawings in the bottom. That is so cool. Honestly, keep doodling, it helps. Well, this one's really long. Thank you so much for coming to our school. I learned a lot from you, and I think it's cool that you played the clarinet. I play the clarinet as well. When I heard that you went to North Central University, I thought about my sister. I think she works for HR there? I don't know, I'm not sure. But her name is Stephanie, I'm not going to say her last name. And then again, thank you for coming. You are great at singing as well. From a very grateful 8th grader, Cassidy. I do recognize that name, so she might. That's really cool. Not many people know about North Central, so that's awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much for coming and speaking to our 8th grade class. You're very inspiring, and I loved how you told us stories about your middle school experiences. Thanks again. And I believe that says Paige. And that's the last name, so I'm going to cover that up. I love that. You are amazing. No, you are amazing. Honestly, all of you are amazing. Thank you. I love the little polka dots. That's so nice. Dear Kimmy, thank you for coming to our school and teaching us about your experiences. I really enjoyed listening to your presentation. You're a very good singer. I'm also so excited for high school and college. I want to be a vet and a writer. I also enjoy theater and singing. Thank you, Amelia. Fun story, fun fact, I also wanted to be an author and a veterinarian when I was younger too, and it changed. But if that's what you really feel like you're led to do, then do it, because that's awesome. But that was like when I was like in elementary school, I had those feelings. But you go do that, girl. Dear Kimmy, I truly appreciated your speech, and I thank you for the advice and support. Thank you for dedicating some of your time to help others. Overall, thank you for everything. Sincerely, Jack. Ah, I love the little flower and the little silly face. That's great. Thank you, Jack. Ooh. Oh, whoops. Accidentally grabbed two. Ooh, that's very nice. A little bit of cursive action there. Dear Kimmy, thank you so much for coming to our class and talking to us about your experience. I learned a lot. I too have friend problems, and I know I'm trying your strategy. I thought it was really cool that you love theater and arts, and I have some friends who are interested in that too. Thanks again for coming, and I really appreciated it. From Karis, I believe that's how that's pronounced. Thank you. And you're welcome. Ooh, this is some fun art. Awesome. Dear Kimmy, thank you for coming and speaking at our school. I really liked how you talked about, or told us about yourself. From Finley. And there's also a last name, but that's some pretty cool art. Love all the smiley faces. Thank you. To Kimmy. Dear Kimmy, thank you for coming to talk about our middle school and high school and how it was for you. from Zachariah. Yeah, you're welcome. There's so many. Oh, man. Dear Kimmy, I like how you told us about your school and life and how you had 4 jobs. Thank you. From Kyle. That's cool. Art stick figure thing. That's cool. Thank you, Kimmy. I appreciate how you talked about how you showed your social group problems. Thank you. From Jake. Turn to the back. Get pranked. Okay. Interesting. Thank you. Ooh. Wow. Look at that. That's awesome. Dear Kimmy, thank you for taking time of your day and to talk to us about your experience in school and how you made it through. Thank you. From Jack. You are welcome. And I love this smiley face. Thank you. Oh my gosh, there's like a little face in the corner. I don't know if I can get this, but it says look on the back and it's a little face. It's so cute. I will look in the back. I'll read the inside first. Dear Kimmy, I'm supposed to say something specific that I appreciated, but I don't know what to say. So I'm going to make it weird and say that you're like my sister, and if she wasn't Asian, so yeah. Soup nerd, this is my catchphrase. Sup nerd. That's what it is. I like it. Thank you. I don't know your name, but that's awesome. Thank you. I like the little face drawing. That's so cool. Thank you. Oh, look at the little face. Oh my gosh, thank you. Dear Kimmy, thank you for telling us how to deal with stress and to embrace what you love to do. From Owen. Yeah. Thank you. Dear Kimmy, thanks for coming to speak to us about your story. I'm inspired by your story, because you changed schools, houses, and friends. It was really incredible how you kept going. Sincerely, Ashton. Ah, I like that smiley face as well. Thank you. Ooh, I like this face. Okay, I appreciated when you talked about splitting up from friend groups and moving schools, because I had to do that too. From Brady. Look at that. Ooh, very nice. Thank you. Thank you. Ooh. This is like watercolors. Very nice. I like the little planet. I love planets. They're so great. Okay. Dear Kimmy, thank you for coming and talking to us about your time in middle school and high school. It was very helpful. Thank you for coming. From Callie. You're welcome. Thank you. Dear Kimmy, thank you for coming in and being our guest speaker. I think that you are a really good ukulele player and you're a very nice person. I really enjoyed your speech. It was very inspiring. Thank you again. Sincerely, Kylie. Sorry about the whiteout. Don't mind it. It's fine. This is a great pick. I know you love it. I do love this. And wait, I'm going to cover your last name. That is great. I love it. It's almost like a self-portrait. Or is it you? I don't know. You didn't specify. But it could look like me. Yeah. And then there's a nice little rainbow. That's my amazing rainbow. I love it. Thank you. Thank you, Kylie. Thanks. Little hearts. Dear Kimmy, thank you for helping me deal with trauma and helping me with choosing good friendships. From Angie. Yeah. You're welcome. Oh, nice. You made a little, like, I forget what these are called. But my name is Kimmy, kind, inspirational, marvelous, magnificent, and yes, queen! Oh my gosh, I love that. Thank you. Hi, Kimmy. You're very kind for presenting to us. I like listening to all the plays you've been in. Thank you for the advice that you gave about middle and high school. We all really appreciate it. From Olivia. Ah, I love that too. So cute. Smiley faces and flowers are like my 2 favorite things, so I don't even know how you guys knew that. But I'm for real, like, whenever there's doodles of them, I always doodle a lot in middle school, and that's what I would doodle, is flowers and smiley faces. Okay, thank you for coming and speaking to us. I really related to you when you talked about having trouble with friends. In 6th and some of 8th, 7th grade, my friends were bad influences, so thank you very much. Jordan, you are welcome. Thank you. Dear Kimmy, I was not lucky enough to hear you speak, but I would still like to thank you for coming to my school and speaking for my peers. I think that's very important for students to hear from others outside of our school. So once again, thank you. Sincerely, Helena? I think that's what it says. I'm sorry. Maybe I'll visit again. Then you get to see me. Unless if you're in 8th grade, then I guess that won't happen. So, ooh, there's a fish. That's pretty cool. That's awesome. Thank you, Kimmy. There's a dog. Oh, wow, this is great. Thank you for coming to our school. I liked it when you talked about music. You're a musician, and that is cool, so thank you for coming. I love Pokemon. I too love Pokemon. I play Pokemon Go. That's awesome. From Kimmy. Wait. From another Kimmy? That's what it says. What? Well, hello, Kimmy. You're so cool, Kimmy. My name's Kimmy, too. I didn't realize. That's what it says from Kimmy, so. And then there's some sweet drawings. It's like a chicken with 2 heads, or 3 heads, maybe. Probably. Oh, they have abs. And they fly. This one doesn't have any abs. This is awesome. That's awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Kimmy. Thank you, Kimmy. Thank you, Kimmy, for coming to talk about middle school and high school experiences. The experience I thought was the best was the one with you and yours switching to different friends, and how you hated it. Wait, and how you. And now, sorry, it's a little squished together, so it's kind of hard to read, but I think you're saying, and now I thought it was cool, so thanks for coming in. Okay, you're welcome. Thank you. Dear Kimmy, thank you for coming to visit our school. I was in the 7th grade presentation. Even though I'm in 8th grade, I was that person screaming that I was your #1 fan. I loved it when you sang after. You're such a good singer. Thank you, Sophia. You're welcome. Thank you, Kimmy. Dear Kimmy, thank you for helping me understand to have good friends. Olivia. Dear Kimmy. Ooh, I like that. That's really cool. Thank you for coming to tell us about the struggles in middle school and high school. So we'll be ready for when the stress hits us, for sure. From Connor. You are welcome, Connor. Thank you, Kimmy. Dear Kimmy, thank you for coming and talking to us about middle school life. Thanks for giving us great advice. From Logan. You are welcome. Thank you. Dear Kimmy, thank you for speaking to us. I liked it when you told us about your theater stories. Henry, you're welcome. Thank you. Dear Kimmy, thank you for coming to talk to us. I liked when you talked about moving when you were younger, because I have moved 3 times and will be moving again this summer. From Brianna. Oh, moving is so tough. It I totally resonate with you, girl. Every time you think you're secure or somewhere, and then something happens, and you're just like, what happened? And it's stressful, and especially with moving family and all of your belongings and just moving everything. It's hard, but I know you'll make it. And if you move to another school, I hope you make new friends and things like that. Thank you. Dear Kimmy, I had related to moving different schools because I hadn't moved before. Thank you for coming and telling us about you. Anna. Welcome. Thank you. Dear Kimmy, thank you for coming to our school and telling us about yourself and about your story. Thanks again. From Ava. I like those little polka dots. That's cool. Okay. Dear Kimmy, thank you for coming. It was fun and got us out of class. We're doing something boring. It was fun learning about you. From Mikey. Very nice winky face. Very cool. Glad I got you out of class. Thank you. Dear Kimmy, thank you for coming and talking to us. I appreciate how you told us about your friend problem and how you found new friends. From Anna. You're welcome. Thanks. Thank you. Seriously, all these smiley faces, I love them so much. Dear Kimmy, thank you for showing us that you can say no to friends and that through tough times you will be fine. Thank you. From Owen. That is very true. I like that one. You're welcome, Owen. Kimmy. Dear Kimmy, I appreciated the way you played and sang Riptide. Thank you for spending your time talking to a bunch of rowdy 7th graders. From Max. And he drew a ukulele and looks like a trombone. I'm assuming that's probably what he plays, because I don't play trombone. But if you do, props to you, because that's like one of the hardest instruments to play. Dear Kimmy, thank you so much for singing and performing. It was very fun listening to you sing, and I really enjoyed when we all got to sing too. I also really appreciated when you explained that you had to divorce your friends, and that got me thinking about my friends. Thank you once again for talking to us. From Tyler. You're welcome. Thank you. Frankie. Dear Kimmy, thank you for coming and speaking with us. I really like your voice. I hope we will see you again. I hope so too. Oh my goodness. Wow. That is some talented, pretty flowers. Thank you. Dear Kimmy, thank you for coming and sharing your story to my class and I. I really appreciate that you took time out of your day to come talk to us. I really liked when you said that your parents took those embarrassing first days of school photos too. From Maddie. Yes. Don't we just love that? It's so great. But when you look back, you're like, oh my gosh, I wish I actually smiled normally. Like with my last photo of my senior year. I was just like, yeah. It was, anyway, thank you. Thank you. Dear Kimmy, thank you for coming and talking to school life. I really liked when you played the ukulele. From Gabby. You're welcome. Thanks, Kimmy. Max, looks like. Thank you for your words of wisdom and advice. Thanks a bunch. You're welcome. Ooh, wow, this is really colorful. Thank you for telling us your story, Kimmy. By the way, you're a really good singer. Happy Halloween. From Alex. Sorry I didn't open these up until after Halloween, but look at that little pumpkin. That's super cute. Thank you. To Kimmy. Thank you for inspiring me to be okay with not being popular. From Caitlin. You're welcome. Dear Kimmy, ooh, I love that rainbow. That's so nice. You are amazing. I loved when you sang, and I could really relate to how you had to move around and make new friends, and how you had to leave a friend group. From Kylie. Yes. Like I said earlier, sometimes it's tough, but when the going gets tough, you really just, you move on, and it's okay. Dear Kimmy, I appreciate that you took time to tell your story. Thank you. Sincerely, Quinn. Very nice cursive there. Thank you. I really like this. This is really cool too. It like broke up. Like, thank you. That's really cool. You could like make letters out of that. Thank you. Kimmy. Dear Kidney, thank you for giving us that speech. I really appreciated that you told us how your life in middle school and talked about some of your problems you had to pass in middle school. Thank you. From Natalie. You are welcome. Dear Kimmy, ooh, very fancy. Dear Kimmy, thank you for presenting and sharing your story. It was especially fun when we sang. Sincerely, Vivi. You're welcome. I like your little flower. That's cool. Need to read. Happy Halloween. Dear Kimmy, thank you for everything. You changed my life. You are the best. Again, thank you. And you play the violin. Oh, it's a ukulele. Violin well and sing well. Sincerely, Angel. I know it kind of looks like a violin, but it's not a violin. But you drew a little picture. That's very nice. I wish I could play violin. That would be really cool, but it's kind of a tough instrument. Thank you. A little smiley face. Thank you for telling us about your middle school experience. Also, thank you for playing good music. You're welcome. I don't know who that was written by, but thank you. Ooh, this is pretty. Dear Kimmy, I really liked it when you were talking about getting away from one friend group and into another. I think what you talked about will help me a lot in the future. From Annie. You're welcome. This is very cool. I love it. Thank you, Kimmy. Dear Kimmy, thank you for coming. I really enjoyed singing with you. By the way, you're really good at ukulele. Yours truly, Goat? I'm sorry. I don't know how to pronounce your name. But I love your drawings. Those are really cool. Really cool. With the little planets and stuff. That's so cool. Thank you. I really thought it was cool that you could play the ukulele and that you are really good at playing it as well. And thank you for coming because it was fun to listen to you. From Diego. You're welcome. Thank you, Kimmy. Kimmy, thank you so much for sharing about your past with us. You're welcome. Thank you, Kimmy. That's cool. Thanks for coming to Pioneer to tell us all about your past. It was very interesting. Cool to know about someone else's past. Thanks again. From Quinn. You are welcome. Thank you, Kimmy. Dear Kimmy, you are so amazing. I enjoyed hearing about your past. I can relate with switching schools. Thank you for coming in. From Isabel. You're welcome. Thank you, Kimmy. Dear Kimmy, thank you, Kimmy, for coming to Pioneer Ridge Middle School, PRMS, and being such an amazing person. I can relate to a lot of what you talked about, and you have amazing singing voice. But once again, thank you. Sincerely, Ayana. You're welcome. Kitty. Thank you so much for coming and speaking to my class. You are a wonderful singer, and we really appreciated you coming. From Hannah. You're welcome. Ah. Thank you. Dear Kimmy, one thing I really liked was the ukulele, because even when people were talking and not listening, you just kept that smile. P.S. Sorry for the handwriting. Thank you, your friend Luke. Your handwriting is fine, Luke. I can read it. But you're welcome, and it was fun. Thank you, Kimmy. Thank you for the mini concert. That was so fun. Then awesome ukulele picture. I got the 4 strings. That's right. Awesome. Thank you. Ooh, that is very fancy. Cursive there. Dear Kimmy, thank you for coming in and talking to us about your middle school experience. I loved your singing. Also, I play the ukulele too. Awesome. From Megan. Very awesome. Keep it up. Ukulele is so much fun. Thank you, Kimmy. Thank you for talking about your middle school and high school experiences. It could have been a sensitive topic, so thank you. From Brittany. Very true. And it was a little bit, but we got through it. Thank you. Dear Kimmy, thank you for talking about your life in middle school. It is very relatable. From Will. You're welcome. Just got a few more. Thank you. Well, thank you. I liked your music, and thank you. You got over your fears, and I am so inspired. From Taylor. Welcome. Thank you. Dear Kimmy, thanks for coming to talk about your life in middle school, and your music was good. From Carter. All fun little smiley faces. You're welcome. Thank you. Dear Kimmy, thank you for coming and teaching about your middle school life. I appreciated that you befriended those bad influence friends, and I give you a round of applause for you. Thank you again. Have a wonderful year. I hope that you can stay happy. Your friend, Kyra. Ah. Then you drew a little, either a self-portrait, or it could be me. I don't know. Very nice. Thank you very much. Thank you, Kimmy. Seriously, what's up with all these planets? They're so cool. Okay, look at that. There's a little mini planet in the... Oh, okay. Dear Kimmy, thanks for coming to PRMS to tell us about your middle school experience. I loved your singing. I'm your biggest fan. From Lucy. Oh, thank you. Thanks a bunch, Kimmy. Yo, you're the goat. We're your biggest fans. You're great at singing, and you are amazing at the uke. I hope you have a great day. Your biggest friend, Ellie. I love you. Oh. High five, Kimmy. Wait, is this your hand? Whoa. I have a smaller hand than you, but that's pretty normal. I have small hands. But thank you, Ellie. I just have a little mini fan club. Thanks, Kimmy Sweeney. Dear Kimmy, I love your voice. It sounds just like Kelly Clarkson. Oh, I've never had that comparison, but that's cool. Thank you, Jackson. Thank you. Dear Kimmy, thanks for singing. It was really fun, and all my friends had a good time. And so did I. Once again, thanks. Kaden. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Dear Kimmy, thank you for telling us about your experiences in middle school. It was very good info, and you told us about defriending people. Sincerely, Ben. You're welcome. Got two more. Ah! So that is really cool. I love bubble letters. I'm really bad at it. Dear Kimmy, thank you for coming in to talk to us. I liked when you talked about divorcing friends and friend groups. From Sam. Oh, I love this little picture. This little silly face with he has a big hat. Maybe, or maybe that's his hair. I don't know. Thank you. Dear Kimmy. Thank you for your presentation. You are very Gucci. A very Gucci singer. Why, thanks. Anyway, thank you again for all these thank you letters. It's running for a really long time. But, Wilson, if you want to share this with your kids, that's cool. If not, I totally get it. But I just wanted to record it so I can always look back on it. And also, I'm keeping all of these letters because I am a very sentimental person. But thank you for the opportunity to speak to them. And if you want me again next year or whenever, I would definitely love to do it again. Thank you again, and I will see you soon, maybe, hopefully. Yay! Goodbye!